friends, it's Heidi here with KiddosKoral, and today I want to talk to you guys about Thanksgiving prep. You guys know that I'm doing a series this week. If you missed the first video, which was basically cleaning out my kitchen and getting ready to grocery shop and bring in new stuff and bring out my things that I'm going to utilize for Thanksgiving time, and getting all the cabinets and cabinet fronts all cleaned up, I will link that video down below for you guys. So now it is November 2nd, and you guys are going to see the second thing for our Thanksgiving prep. So I just want to say that yesterday, I have been putting this off for quite some time because I'm going to tell you what happened. Quite a few years ago, my mother bought me a binder, and this binder was the cutest kit, and what it was for housing all of your recipes. And it was pretty big. It was nice size, and it had the stickers and it had the pretty little stuff all with it, and I was so excited to put it all together. But as time went on and I got more and more and more recipes, that recipe binder exploded. It literally broke in two pieces, and I had my recipes everywhere. So I basically just picked them up, stuck them in a box, and they sat there all this year, and I have been saying I'm going to fix it, I'm going to do something with it, and I just never took the time to do it. Well, I got a new printer set up in my office, and you know what? I just decided yesterday that I was going to take advantage of that, and I'm going to come up with a recipe binder system that is going to work for me. And I think later, probably next year sometime, I will do a little bit more in-depth video on how I put those together. But today I want to talk to you guys about my Thanksgiving planner that I have put together, and I'm so excited about it. I spent about 4 hours putting this together. I'm not going to lie. It took me a while. I have always, let me say this, my mom and my grandmother are big cooks, and so I have always felt like recipes in families are so important. So whenever they give me a recipe, I know that they are giving me something, either somebody else has made them or they have made themselves, and they're usually gems. And you know, I make them and I'm like, oh, this is so good. But I believe that recipes are tradition that we pass down to our children. Now, I have 3 sons, but 2 of my boys love to cook. And if something would happen to me, I'm just saying, you know, it can happen. If something would happen to me, or if my children, when they move out, or if they get married, I want to be able to put them together a book of recipes. I want them to have all of the family classics that they grew up on. Food is really important to me as far as passing down to my family, and so what I decided to do was come up with a Thanksgiving planner that would house all of the marvelous things that we would make for Thanksgiving, and basically just house everything I need for Thanksgiving. So let me show you the front of this book, and I have to apologize. It is so sunny here today, and usually I get ready to video and it is pouring down the rain. I'm having to set up all this lighting because you can't see anything, but today it's so bright I can't even see myself in the viewfinder as I sit here. So I get a little bit of a change today. So I'm going to show you guys the front of this. What I did is I take a lot of pictures. I have found out the older I get, the more I love to take pictures of food. It's actually a knack of mine, and it's crazy how it started, because it actually started with my father. My dad, when my mom and dad first got married, every time my mom would fix a really big meal, he was being funny and corny, but he would take a picture of the meal, and we have all these photographs of tables full of food, and it's kind of funny. But now that we have the internet, and now that we have Facebook pages and we're connected to our friends and our family, I love taking pictures of food that I'm eating or I am making, and I love sharing that with all of my family, because they're like, oh, is that grandma's banana bread recipe? Or, oh my goodness, I remember when your mom used to make those pumpkin rolls. You know what I'm talking about, guys. I love that. I actually thrive around doing that. So I took a lot of pictures this year, and the top picture that you're going to see is actually my Thanksgiving dinner from last year. And I think that the picture came out so well that I actually made it the cover of my Thanksgiving planner. Now, you all are going to ask me where I got this printed out. I got an 8x10 glossy collage photo with a title and color border. Hopefully that's not too much information, but it came from Walgreens. It cost me less than $5, and I just inserted it in the front of a binder. Now, I am going to buy a new binder, because over time, this binder is not going to be big enough to suit my needs. Because throughout the year, I find new things that I want to add to my Thanksgiving binder, and so therefore, you know, that is why my first recipe book busted. I need to get a little bit bigger one than what I have here. So, without further ado, this is the front cover. I hope you guys can see okay. Like I said, it's really bright in here. But this is the front of my binder. I love the pictures. There's all kinds of pictures of food. This is actually my my stamp that I put on all my videos. It's actually a new photo that was taken this year. We redid those, and I was so excited with the end result, and a lot of people have been pleased over that. So that ended up being the front of the binder. Now today we're going to talk about one thing. Now I do house all of my recipes in here, but today I want to talk to you guys about the menu and the grocery list, and some things that I feel like have helped me over time to get ready for the big day and also save a little money. So I'm going to take this first sleeve out, because this is what we're going to be talking about today. I have already typed out my menu plan. This will actually be put on my board in my front entryway, so that anybody attending my Thanksgiving dinner will actually see what we are going to have. And so let me read here what we're going to have. So we are going to, obviously, I am going to be making a harvest cheese ball and crackers with grapes, that kind of thing for appetizer. I always gravitate towards cheese because my husband loves cheese, my kids love cheese, and these are going to be really, really adorable when I get them done. For salad, we always make Scott's mother's strawberry salad. Now, I don't know if I've actually done a video on this strawberry salad. I may have. I know I did a blueberry one, and it's very similar to that. But this, oh my gosh, the strawberry salad is to die for. My kids were like, could I have strawberry salad? Dinner is going to consist of turkey, mashed potatoes, gravy, green beans, cranberry sauce, and stuffing. So we stick to the basics. Bread is going to be my dinner rolls, and I do have a video on my dinner rolls, and I have had a lot of my subscribers make those dinner rolls and tell me that they are superb. They come out for me every single time. It is my go-to recipe, not just for special dinners, but just because I feel like making bread or rolls to go with dinner. It's quick, it's fast, it's simple ingredients, and it never fails. So I look forward to making those. Desserts this year, I'm going to do something a little bit different. I am actually going to make some apple roses with caramel sauce, and I am going to make mason jar pies. Now, I am planning to do a test run, and I think I'm going to do a video. You guys can see me make these pies for the first time. We'll see if these actually work out. I'm going to try to make my own pie dough. not a real fan of making pie dough. I don't know if that is a silly thing or what, but I'm not a real big fan of making pie dough. You guys are probably reading my grocery list while I'm sitting here reading this. So I've already, I've taken my menu list here, and I've already made a grocery list. Now, everything that is on this list I will buy on my regular grocery store except for the turkey. Now, the turkey, I will have to tell you that I will not purchase it till the middle of November, because that is when you can get it the cheapest, and that's when I buy, is when the turkeys go on sale. So a couple points that I do want to make out to you guys that I take in consideration whenever I do Thanksgiving. The first is the obvious. How many people are you going to have attend your Thanksgiving dinner? Because you will have to take that in consideration, because you're going to have to take in the seating arrangement. You're going to have to take in, am I going to have to double these recipes? So when you make your grocery list, make sure that you are making a grocery list that will feed the amount of people that you are going to have. So if you have a recipe that makes 5 and you have 15, you're going to have to, triple that recipe so that it's enough for everybody. I usually guarantee that anybody attending Thanksgiving is going to eat big, and they're going to eat more than once. So I always calculate 2 servings per person all the time. So if something says that there's 4 servings, then I will calculate that in order for everybody to have enough, I have to do double, and then how many people are coming that needs going to eat double. You follow how I do this, right? Okay, so that's one thing. The other thing is, are there any dietary things that you need to, like specifications? Is somebody allergic to nuts, peanut butter? Do you need to have a sugar-free dessert because somebody is diabetic? You need to take those kinds of things in consideration, because obviously you don't want anybody to get sick and you want them to be able to come and enjoy themselves and have fun. The other thing is I get asked all the time, what can I bring? What can I bring? What can I do? I usually gravitate between desserts and drinks, and we never have enough of ice. If you guys are a family like mine, they drink a lot of tea and a lot of soda or whatever we have on hand, and so we go through a lot of ice. So I want to make sure that, that we have a lot of ice. So if they ask what to bring, I usually gravitate them towards those directions, because I usually have all the main things covered. Now, you guys probably noticed we don't have sweet potatoes, but somebody always brings sweet potatoes. So see, I don't necessarily have to, but as far as the main menu for myself, I know what to do for myself. I've been doing this for 22 years, so I think we're pretty good. You want to know if you are going to be making anything that you want to know kind of what people like and dislike to eat. But I think for my crowd of people, I think that we kind of have everything pretty set. I don't have any picky eaters in my family, and so therefore whatever is fixed will be enjoyed. I get off lucky. Okay, so the other tip, the last tip that I have for you guys is to make a plan and stick to it. Don't do any last minute changes. I have found that it equals disaster when you make last minute changes. And if this is your first time ever doing Thanksgiving dinner, the simpler the better. It is better to have delicious, simple dishes than to have, some people think you gotta be like cuisine all the way, but it's honestly not really so much about the fanciness of the food. It's really more about the heart of the family and the family getting together and honestly being thankful for what we have. So telling you that since I have made Thanksgiving dinner so often, stick to a simple plan. And I always try to cover the bases, you know, a vegetable, a meat, a bread, and usually like a salad. Thanksgiving needs to be a big stressful thing to anyone, including the cook. I can't tell you how many times I've seen people just sweat it out and, like, you know what I mean, like get so frazzled over the meal. Don't get frazzled, get organized. That's what I'm telling you guys, and stick to a concrete plan and enjoy your Thanksgiving with your children, your grandchildren, your mother and father and your grandparents, because we are not promised tomorrow. And I can tell you, I just embraced the holidays with my whole heart, honestly. Tomorrow will be another Thanksgiving prep series. I hope y'all are enjoying these videos with what I'm sharing with you guys. Let me tell you, putting a little Thanksgiving planner like this together did not cost me much at all. I already had the sleeves, I already had the copy paper. The little picture I did order from Walgreens because I thought that it was so pretty. A binder from Walmart cost about $3 or $4, at least this one did. I think it is worthwhile to be organized for the holidays. Less stress means more enjoyment, even for the cook. So I hope y'all are enjoying these series, and I will be talking to you all again tomorrow. Yeah. So I'll talk to you then, guys. Bye.